And also, I'm probably going to stick with the mouse for both games after this, but I believe this is, you know, hence the, given the origin subtitle, I believe it is a backstory, so. Alright. What was that? What was that? The advice that old shoes gave you? Be fast, breathe, don't miss. Ah, come on. He told me more. He told you more than that, didn't he? You can remember. No, like that. It takes like 7 rounds of pressure to kill a man. 7 pounds of pressure to kill a man. You pull that trigger. Ain't nothing that can save you, Bonnie Star. So by the very lights of hell, don't you miss. Don't you miss now. Don't you miss. Can't shoot him, not yet. Anyone that tried the bullets never made it through the dust. They just disappeared. Okay. But there's a moment, you saw it when he killed all those people. When he raised his hand and sent the sand down their throats. When he raised his hand, the dust parched for an instant as it whips around him. See, this would have told me to watch for the exclamation point in the fight in the demo for the newer one. Enough time for just one shot. That's all you've ever needed. Wait for it. Wait for it. Almost. Be ready. Fingers loose. Breathe. Remember to breathe. And pull. Fast as you can. Pull and shoot. Oh. Okay. Oh! It has the up and down again. Okay. Kind of like we did with the right stick. Hot dog. Pretty straight shooting there. Okay, a stick doesn't even work with this one. Hands don't shoot back. Now put that thing away and listen up. Okay. It's kind of like reloading in a an arcade light gun machine. I mean, easy thing looking a man in the eye and in his life. You sure that's something you want to learn to do? I don't know if you have the stones for it, girl. Okay, this is our trainer, so I should probably... I'm going kind of near her voice from last night. Okay, white text should be her. Okay. But you did have the stones for, didn't you? Didn't you? What are you doing? Okay, I can't just pull a gun out during cutscenes. The peaceful painting. Who's it of? Does it look like your mother? Or is that just how you remember it? Oh. Painting doesn't matter. He never really gave it a good look. Okay. My candle burns at both ends. It will not last in that, but my foes and oh, my friends. Gives a lovely light. Your favorite poem. How's that going for you? Does shed a lovely light. Stop stalling. You can't stay here. And you didn't. You didn't stay here. You went downstairs. You played cards. You drank too much. You lost more than you could afford to lose. You called him a cheat. You haven't stopped calling him a cheat. In fact, you might be making cluck cluck noises now. No, you were faster than that. Okay, so. You murder only if he pulls. Okay, so it's... No guns listening. Probably not a bad rule if anyone fought. Got him. Also, I should probably stop going for the headshot. You don't need to be a hero. He's dead. You can put the gun away now. Killed your first man that day. Started calling you Blood and Piss Star after that. What else could they do after people started talking about how he'd pissed and bled all over himself? All while gasping and cursing about being shot down by a woman. Of course, it doesn't matter that you were there. That you didn't know it would happen like that. That you know it didn't happen like that. You got a reputation after that. Family's rich. Local law said it... No, well, then all the better. Local law said it'd been self-defense at first, but then they had a retrial by proxy after you left. Guilty. 60 months to a year if they went easy. Rope otherwise. Only a matter of time before a bounty hunter came calling. Give him a chance to walk away. Weird cat thing. Who's watching the duel like some kind of fanatic. Who needs to sleep? After your life's fancy, probably need to fix it every week. Trash going inside a dumpster's optional, it seems. Seedy poster for seedy place. Guys like this are where any city's trash collects, just out of view. Started bottles. Red Star, bounty hunters, murderers, and dogs. It also explains the Red Stars. Won't let go without a fight. I thought you'd have to shoot, not slice. Okay, hope. I like that you get the instant retry, too. As soon as he closes his hand, I think we're good. Nothing left to shoot. We're trying away now. But you never shot anyone that didn't make you. They all deserved it. Right? Right? Both could have walked away. That bounty hunter was famous. Hunter-head Fred. Liked to bring him in alive, but didn't mind making him dead. Didn't they? I think the young guy mentioned Hunter-head Fred. Took him having a reputation of being infamous. However, bounty hunters look after their own. And the Red Stars didn't give you much choice, did they? You only had heartbeats. Attempt. Nope. See, I put it away. Nope. Yeah, you put that away now. Bushwhackers. I can give you a choice. Also Red Stars. You had to kill them. They were going to put you in the ground. Gunning down a gang of men that got the drop on you? That turned someone into a legend. Nicknames like One Shot Star, Bouncing Bonnet Blaster, Darling Deadeye. All your drinks are free. Everyone wanted to hear you talk about the time you put a bullet through a man's head. And watch the teeth fly out the back. Of course, when you're a legend, everyone wants you. Lowlifes, thugs, gunslingers, lawmen out to make a name for themselves. Lawman says you killed 5 men. He's not wrong, but if he pushes it, he'll make it 6. He's very Chuck Norris coded. The first man you killed for doing this job. What do they think of us? Oh, that's silly. You know what they think. You think it too, don't you? You bet most of them are watching. Make sure his back was to the sun. Smart. Those that can stomach to look. And a few of those that can't. All of them watching. He's pretty resolute. Maybe you should just put him down. He didn't pull on you. You pulled first this time. Take out the other eye. They're dead. You can put that away now. He was faster, but it missed. You didn't. Not this time. Shot down a sheriff in the middle of his own town. Everyone saw. Every man, woman, and child. All of them terrified. Terrified of you. I like the break out of the frame with the hair on the hand there. Most men, regardless of cause or need, will blink an eye and draw a breath before they pull the trigger. You won't. They can see it in you. And what's left? How can you make a living now? Bounty hunter, the Red Stars hate you. And who'd hire someone with your reputation as a caravan guard? Oh, this is probably how we met Winston. Go back to the farm, trail of the boat would lead right back to you. It's too wide and too long. So there was drinking. Lots of drinking. And gambling. Lots of gambling. Days blurring into one another. Before the screams. Hearing the screams. Saw him there, dressed like death, setting fire to the town, killing for no reason. Couldn't shake the feeling that he was here for you, and everyone else was just in his way. Could have run. Stagecoach's horses were nearby. Probably got in the way. Would have been smarter. This man, this thing, not like anyone you fought before. Force of nature, beyond bullets and steel, walking maelstrom. Yet here you are, face to face with the gathering storm. Between it and everyone else, screaming and crying and running with nowhere to go. Or maybe once in your miserable little life, pull the trigger might mean something. Just wait for your moment. Wait for it, for him to raise his hands, to dust apart just long enough. Whatever you do, Bonnie, don't you miss. Okay, so we can't even pull. Don't look at that, don't get distracted, just focus. I think we got it. I thought we were hosed, but I think we got it. That's cute. Oh, these are just the characters. Cool. I didn't realize you could shoot them in the ending either. The hand didn't race that time. Oh, yeah, it was cute. Here's what the lore book's all about. Okay. Much of ways living. Just blood, sweat, pain, and dust. After that, it's just about straight shooting, never getting too drunk, and living long enough to die from the sludge lung. About 50 if I had a regular guess. Had some success as shooters here and there. Enough that I was offered a few coins to write down my thoughts. Damn. Been staring at the page for most of the day. Sat down to write my words, and I ain't sure I got any. Guess few of these I've read start with the family, so Ma hated guns. My pa loved them and taught me to shoot. He was a water farmer. Water farming is fine if backbreaking pursuit. Very proper, wasn't for me. I started out war hunting with a rusty .22, almost stripped clean by dust rot. Killed my first man at 12 years of age with a 5-hand revolver. Held 5 bullets, but each put daylight the size of a fist in you. Worked as a storm courier for a time, delivering parcels no one else would. Took me all over. Rust wrecks of the drifting dunes seemed painted in sunsets, and I confirmed the Vanderbilt Marsh never gives up or dead. About 20 I'd taken 10 souls, each deserving. One I regretted at the time. About 3 I regret these days. Of course, that ain't what you're reading this. Is it? You want to know what makes a good shootist. Alright. You gotta know what kind you are. Shooting ain't about the gun. Ain't about the aim. Don't matter how much you practice. It does kind of matter how much you practice. Don't matter if you use gun cloth, rust paper, or cigar box to keep the dust rot away. Shooting's about grit. Nothing else. Killing a man is easy. Or if it isn't, then you ain't the right kind. Some people weighs on heavy, like trying to swim with a 50-pound stone. Other men, sometimes it's hard even to call them that. Don't do a thing to them. Even lifts them up like they got balloons tied to their shoulders. That's how you be a good shootist. You enjoy it. Killing, taking a life, you gotta like it. Or at least you gotta not care. And for better or worse, most people, they'll flinch or they'll think twice. I won't. That's all there is to it. Now, what makes a good man? That's the thinker. That's the one that's got me to sit down and write my words. Maybe I'd have a good answer if I just kept going. Don't know that I do, but I remember being 12. I'd shot a man. Felt good. I'd hated him. Hated him fierce. My pa, he took away my gun. Told me that even though the sheriff wasn't going to do nothing, I couldn't just settle all my arguments with lead. So, I stole some food from the cellar and took off. My pa caught up with me, a bit after the sun. He looked me in the eye, asked if I thought I was a man. I told him yes. I mean, I shot a man, so not sure what else I could be. He told me that if that was the case, to take my best shot. Never said I was smart, because I did. Hit as hard as I could in the face. My pa nodded his head, rubbed his jaw a little. Well, guess it's my turn. Don't remember getting back to the house, but I had trouble eating for at least a 2-moon sky. I guess the 2 moons operate on different orbits. Left home again at 15. Never went back. Never forgot what my pa taught me. Man doesn't pick a fight he can't win. Doesn't act out of anger. Doesn't go assuming a gun can solve his problems. And he looks after women. The world's hard, Dad would say. Look after your ma and your sisters. The wind and the endless dust. They'll tear up the soft skin and leave nothing but bone, he'd say to me. Like a secret when they were out. I send money home when I can. One of my sisters is in the ground. The other has a dozen kids out here. Never seen them. Might make the trip if the storms let up. I always thought women were curious creatures myself. Not fit for most things. Yet tasked with child rearing anyways. Funny how it works. Once had a wave of thing begged me to teach her to shoot. That's probably Bonnie. Eventually I got tired of saying no. She's crying by the time she was done. She's not the kind of thing a woman's soft manners were made for. After the storm courier shut down, I tried to join her with the Dowsers. They were well-meaning, and the message was sound, of course. Water barons wouldn't have it. Buried more friends than enemies once the smoke settled. Ended up working as a caravan guard on a line owned by one of the barons that sicked those hombres on us. Always paid on time. I think he might have been the same one that owned my parents' land. Heh. Funny, didn't put that together till I wrote it down. Guess I never got that far away from my pa after all. Running out of words. Got less wisdom than I'd hoped for after 50-odd years in a world where most don't get 40 before the brown lung makes them cough themselves into a dirt nap. I guess, at the end, you gotta know what kind of you are. Find out, don't lie to yourself. Farming, shooting, riding, selling, lying, cheating, gambling, drinking, building, selling. Just gotta know what you are and what you want. This world's hard. A woman or man, the wind and the endless dust will tear that soft flesh right off your bones. If you let it. Sometimes, even if you don't. I feel like that kind of is like a tease for like the dialogue choices probably affecting the outcome of your game in the main one. Alright. This game could not have been made without a great many works that came before it, including, but not limited to, The Shootist. Not familiar with it. Fallout, Stagecoach, Loathsome Dove, The Dark Tower. Farscape, Highlander, Wild Gunman. Nice. Mess of Trouble, Zork, Grand Inquisitor. Oh, okay, good. Game of Pool, 2 Gunslingers. Showdown, Sundown, The Texas Ranger. High Noon, The Rifleman, El Dorado, Yojimbo. Okay. Ron, Wild Arms 3 specifically. The Ride of Jesse James, Dirty Harry. Got some feelings about that one. Back to the Future Parts 2 and 3. Adventure, Return of the Jedi, Fistful of Datas. Good episode. A few dollars more. The Good, the Bad, and the Weird. Open Range. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Devil with the Glass Hand. Scarlet Pimpernel. The New Musical Adventure. Mind Forever Voyaging. Lunicus. The Yukon Trail. Has Spacesuit Will Travel. I feel like I've heard of that one, but I haven't consumed it. Iron Helix. Sheen. Sheen Space Quest 2. Oh, I guess with the character in it. Spaceship Warlock. Jack in the Dark. Wild Guns. Okay. Alright, looking forward to the full, proper, actual game. I'm not going to add that to that.